Yeah. In which
Meepo?
case, whatever.
Buff.
New meta. New meta.
I think it's a nice buff. Moment
Still
speed
needs
is-
buff. Look, man, when two teams in the world plays this hero, needs buff.
It's one team too many.
Sure. And it doesn't even count because the DK just wins with everything. So it's really just one
Right.
team.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's perfectly legit. It's perfectly legit.
I
Needs
guess
more.
like it helps us early game, especially when you're ganking and moving down the river, but it's like whatever.
Hey man,
Literally doesn't matter.
Meepo has now become the perfect support hero and the wonderful counter to Ancient Apparition.
Okay. Wait, how so?
Yep. These clones aren't affected by Ice Blast Shatter.
Uh-huh.
It's
Are
only
they?
the original Meepo, so as long as you get the original Meepo out of trouble when the Ice Blast comes in, you just throw the original Meepo in later after that.
So you're saying is Meepo counters AA because he could tank the Ice Blast.
Hell yeah. I'm clutching at straws because I believe.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
Scouting Arrow gets weaker.
Scouting arrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
because
That's fine.
He stole my
it is right.
outfit.
Okay, and then
Mirana
Naga.
has. There was a thread on Reddit saying Mirana has 60% win rate in 680.
Yeah, that's just Sing Sing.
Yeah.
That's just actually Sing Sing. Because he plays
Pretty sure.
Mirana. Well, actually, teams are picking it up as more of a carry row now.
Mhm.
Yeah, but any case. Naga Siren.
Oh shit.
Again, this is another of these percentage kind of tricks. It's not 10% at all levels like it looks like.
Oh nice.
But going from 30 to 20% means that you lose 33% damage. Let's say, for example, you had 100 damage on your main Naga Siren. An illusion used to do 30 damage at level 1, now it does 20, so it's a 33% less.
What's up?
On level 4, it means about 17%, something like that. Closer to 20%. So it's a nerf on illusions, the damage they can deal, but they can still have radiance, and that is a nerf. They can still have diffusal, and that is a nerf. And they're still chunky as fuck, so does it really matter? You can still split push with Naga Siren.
We are just waiting till what's her face? The hero that we just talked about with the overwhelming odds. The Illusion
yeah.
Commander. Legion Commander does more damage to illusions, so
Yes.
whenever she comes, man, Naga counter. But I don't have
Naga
much
counter.
opinion about this. Toby, do you got anything for Naga?
I don't think this changes anything that's currently in the meta.
Cool. Necrophos.
Everything is the same.
Necrophos. I actually think that this new ult matters quite a bit. Because I really love the old ult where or the original ult when you accept it, like no buyback. But that's
Yeah.
just like, hey, you know, when are you ever gonna get an axe? Because he needs a lot more items before that. But just having a Reaper Scythe just like naturally built in, 30% duration plus respawn timer. I don't think teams will pick him because of that. But when they do pick him, it's actually a huge deal. If
Yeah,
that
Is
makes
it,
sense.
is it only when he kills someone with a Reaper's Scythe?
Yeah, but you always kill someone with a Reaper Scythe. I mean, no, really. Like, when you start Reaper Scything, if someone kills kill, the kill
The
goes
game
to you.
says, no, you are Reaper Scything, and he's dead.
Mm.
Yeah, so you actually always get the Reaper Scythe kill. Which...
So, yeah, of course you have to kill him. But if you get the kill, I mean, late game, level 25 heroes, 130 second respawn. If they bought back before, 160 seconds, they're like away from the game from 3 minutes. They can pretty much go and make some tea or coffee and be back. Earlier into the game, just the fact that, okay, you have to buy back. If you buy back, like, you know, there are some players that kind of rage buy back every single time just because they have the gold. And they're like, okay, if I can... Yeah. If they can get into a team fight, good. And if they can't, well, they just hang around until they can keep farming. 30% more? Well, you have to think twice, because if you can get into the team fight and actually do something, then you'll sit there just like not getting gold for quite a while.
Yeah, there's a couple things you remember talk about. Is early game when you get Reaper Scythe, It's not just a kill, it's just the fact that they now spend 30% more time respawning. They're not farming, they're not getting experience, so like that's just a bigger part of it. Also keep in mind that even though Reaper Scythe does not damage through BKB, the effect of Reaper Scythe still goes through BKB. So like for example, if he dies with BKB Reaper Scythe, you still respawn slower, which fuck your BKB carry. More reasons to say BKB useless.
BKB useless.
And then Heartstalker's Aura getting a buff, you know, again with so many tanky HP here running around, it's just nice buff. But no, I don't think Necros is ready for the current meta because Necrobooks, for example, just wreck him because you don't ever get the mana pool. You need so many items to be effective. Like you need a mech, you need treads or whatever boots upgrade. You want to have a 4-staff or something else. I just feel like, what's that? Atos? Or Necrobook. I just think he needs way too much. But
he's gonna have Coddle. It's fine.
I love Necrophos. He's like one of my favorite heroes, but it's really hard to play him in this metagame. I agree with you.
Okay. So Night Stalker. This makes sense to me. It surprised me that it wasn't added till now.
You know, here's the thing. I kind of wish I remembered by heart the tower range in Dota. I'm googling it right now. Okay, it's 700, and during the night it has 800 sight. But with darkness, they lose 25% of that, so they have 60%. 600 range. On the 600 sight and 700 range, meaning you can actually stand 100 closer to the tower and the tower will still not attack you because the tower isn't seeing you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which means that you can be sneakier around towers, and you can also attack towers before the tower attacks you. Of course, once you attack the tower, you get revealed because no matter the range of the sight, if someone attacks you, you see them. Wait, is that true? No, that's not true. Lumi, help me here.
I don't think it matters.
No, it matters because imagine, okay, let's say you have a Lina, 670 range. You pop darkness, you walk with the Lina and attack the tier 1. The tower tier 1 is not attacking you.
Bruno, you're literally breaking the meta. Holy shit. Let me write that down real fast.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much. You done?
I think it takes him longer than 5 seconds to do math, Bruno.
Wow.
Oh, I had a
Nyx Assassin.
you by accident.
Nyx Assassin.
Is this
Nerf
by
to
you
Impale.
time, is it, Lumi?
Look, man, I was woken from my sleep to do this.
Yeah, never mind.
And you're talking about Night Stalker Lina, like, holy shit. Okay, just like how random buff, nerf, I don't think it matter for Nyx.
Why can Impale go through Lincoln Sphere?
What?
That doesn't make any sense.
What?
It's just random. Why can Impale go through Lincoln Sphere?
Well, it can't. That's why it got fixed. It goes through Lincoln Sphere because it's not a targeted spell. And non-targeted spells are not blocked by Lincoln Sphere. If Lincoln Sphere doesn't stop like Light Strike Array, why would it stop Impale?
No, but it says Impale can no longer... Yeah, you're right. Okay. So it's actually a bug fix. It's not actually a change to the hero.
Yes. It used to be targeted, so because it was a targeted spell, it was blocked by Lincoln Sphere. It stopped being targeted, but Lincoln Sphere still blocked it. So now they fixed that.
I feel like peering in this conversation right now.
It happens. Don't worry.
I'm the guy that's getting educated at 4:30 in the morning.
It's fine. We all learned something.
Great, wonderful.
Ogre Magi, base armor increased by 1, cast animation improved. Didn't we say something about this?
I love
Ding, 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 ding.
0.56 to 0.45.
Where do you grab the numbers on that one?
It's like he was randomly stumbling into the numbers and wanted to do 45 at typo 56, and he never realized that, oh no, it was the typo. My fingers were supposed to be 1 inch to my left.
Actually, that's exactly how that happened. How the fuck did you know? You must be Ice Bear.
Maybe. I hear stories. Anyways, move on.
Omni Knight, we keep saying this zero's the next coming of the meta, and we literally said this for 4 years now. Is this the
Next
patch?
coming of Jesus.
Is this a patch?
This hero is literally Jesus.
Right.
Okay, we were talking with Andy just like a while ago.
Okay.
And he was like, you know what it sucks that you can repel allies? Is because there's some buffs, and mainly in power, you want to have them in your carry, and then you pop the BKB, or you pop the repel,
Or
and you lose them in
Bloodlust.
power. Or Bloodlust.
Just talked about Ogre.
So, repel, literally better than BKB. BKB, dead item.
Except the fact that you can't purge BKB, so not literally better.
You can refresh
Actually,
them.
a lot worse than BKB. But alright.
Who buys Diffusal Blade?
I don't know, Shadow Demon's picked. I'm just
The
saying.
new
Okay.
Husker.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm just looking. No, here's the thing. I'm looking at the Acceptor. 10 seconds of literally taking no damage. Like,
And
literally.
healing your buildings.
Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
healing your buildings.
Okay,
that
I-
have Leech Frost armor.
Don't get forced that.
Don't they get
40
max
seconds.
armor already? Just put a frost armor on literally no damage?
I'm just wondering how teams are meant to repel some kind of like force through like that. Like if you're now putting Coddle, Omni Knight, LOA, add a Witch Doctor to the mix with something.
Yeah, but your
How-
team literally
how are you
does no
supposed to stop-
damage.
How are you supposed to stop these guys?
No, your team hits like kittens.
Yep. No one does nothing.
I mean, actually, your team hits very hard. Like, Omni Knight and Tree hits very hard, but, like, you never get to them. So, like, actually kittens.
Unless you go the race car build an Omni Knight with Hanjan Yasha and
Alright,
Richard
okay.
Travel.
So, maybe Jesus have to wait for next year's Easter, because... I don't know. Not this year.
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
coming back today.
Okay, so Phantom Assassin gets more mischance. Exactly what she needs.
Oh shit.
Not really.
No. And
I went to help.
more Stifling Dagger spam, so she can last hit better in lane, but other than that, better chasing. Doesn't really need it.
I think this will be enough reason for Loader to at least pick the hero again.
I don't think so.
More harassment in lane, better chances of survivor when going in too deep.
You know
Perfect
the
hero.
problem with this hero is that if you pop a BKB on your, like, let's say you have a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend pops BKB, you can't Blink Strike into a BKB target. And you can Stifling Dagger a BKB target, of course. So if you pop BKB, you remove Phantom Assassin's all ways she has to getting close to you and chasing you. So if Phantom Assassin ever jumps you and, like, for whatever reason you survive the first burst, which normally happens because it's not such a huge crit, not like a huge crit chance, you just pop your BKB and walk away from her and she can't do anything. The change I want was Blink Strike, go through BKB. And then Phantom Assassin is okay.
Great. Phoenix.
Moving on.
Why can't fire spirits be changed the way they're meant to be changed?
Which is?
Would you mind not changing like health cost and damage reduced and stop the fucking like overpowered napalm effect that they seem to have on
Well,
heroes?
remember the general discussion we had before this? Like, it helps it, right?
Yeah.
What?
Remember the attack speed discussion we had in the very beginning?
The way attack skill slow works right now, it wears off faster, like it works better, so it nerfs Phoenix Fire Spirits.
Yes.
Bottom line is that you get to attack at normal speed faster than before.
Right.
And the cast point actually matters, the Icarus dive, but not that much. Like, I remember a similar change for open wounds for Nikes. Nikes used to have the same thing, 0.01 cast point, and it went to 0.2. And if you think about how open wounds works right now, you actually have to stop to cast it and keep moving it. Icarus dive will have to stop to cast Icarus dive, which doesn't matter because Icarus dive still moves very far away very fast. So
Yeah, maybe
Disregard
give
that.
you a better chance to cast a stun or whatever, but
Ah.
not a
I
CM.
don't
Don't care.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, Pugna gets buff. Not really doing anything.
Decrepify is still quite a weak spell. Another ward duration, 5 more seconds.
Alright, here's a real question. Like, why would you ever pick Pugna when you can pick Keeper of the Light?
Bam! 682, Keeper of the Light.
This is
deals
real talk
damage
right
to
here.
building with Illuminate.
Real talk. No, we don't have an answer? Okay, moving on. Queen
No.
of Pain.
4-second cooldown Shadow Strike. Do not cast it on the same guy because he will still have Shadow Strike.
Oh, but what about the strike damage?
But no.
The
But I
strike
guess you could
damage.
just
though.
like be in the middle of a team fight. Shadow Strike for you. You get a Shadow Strike. You get a Shadow Strike. You two get a Shadow Strike.
Literally Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a little bit more cast range, so her laning is a little bit better.
Well, this is more for like that mid-game fight, right? So first, you have to max Shadow Strike, which is already dubious enough.
Yep.
Second of all, you need to have mana to have repeated Shadow Strike, which is really dubious because you're skipping stats to get more Shadow Strike.
Yep.
Not sold.
No, I agree.
Okay.
But I do want to say that the next change, cast range increase, ding ding ding, this is a fifth. Because we said 400 to 450. And the
We
range
missed
was
it by
increased-
15. We suck.
Yeah. Which,
Okay.
but we guessed the cast range increase.
All right.
So, good.
Razor gets a
Moving
couple
on.
buff. Strain gain is actually a pretty big deal because
0.6, it's a lot.
Yeah, point. Well, it's actually not that much. I mean,
10 HP per level.
yeah. It's
Level
like when you
10
say it like
gets
that, 10
100
HP
HP.
per level is just like, eh. Right.
100 HP by level 10.
Yeah.
Eh.
Eh.
Anyways.
Ricky now denies better.
Yeah.
What a player.
It's the counter for Doom. Your ally gets Doom, you get the deny on your ally.
So what if he dooms you?
You can't attack your own back, Lumi. Our arms don't work that way.
I mean, I could scratch my back.
Can you? Can you really? Even that spot? You know that spot
No,
right
I'm
there?
really flexible. Yeah, I can scratch my back.
Hmm.
I would take off my shirt, but this is a little bit. This is too risque for me. All right, Shadow Demon.
Good for you. Shadow Demon. Never pick Warlock against Shadow Demon. Because his Scepter can now purge twice. You get a Warlock and you're
Ah,
happy
you just
because
one
get
up
that.
him. You get the refresher.
And you get a refresher as well.
Ah shit! Literally counter.
Bam.
Okay. No, but this is actually a big deal. You could purge 2 carries or whatever, right?
Or just have to purge. One to initiate and just like start a team fight and the enemy counter initiates and then for chasing at the end. Two demonic purges is better than one, right? Can Shadow Demon farm an Agni Scepter? No.
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 Actually.
No, Lumi.
No, don't say Max Shadow
No,
Poison and
No,
farm
no.
away for 15 seconds.
So how Empire does is they have a Luna that's stacked out, and then they disrupt it for 8 seconds, and your Luna just go to work. Huh? Huh? Okay. Alright.
No.
Actually, to me, this is the biggest patch change, Shadow Fiend. Vacuum Soul secondary debuff now affects magical immune units. I personally already see Shadow Fiend as a carry hero that does quite well against other BKB carries, simply because you
right clicks hard.
You right click very hard. You're agility hero. You scale pretty well into the late game. Now I think there is very little reason to not pick Shadow Fiend, because let's look at what he does. Like, he counter pushed extremely well in a push heavy meta. He goes into late game. He's valuable in early game strats. The minus armor fits in aura strats and other minus armor strats like Slaughter, Dazzle, and all that kind of stuff. Why do you not pick this hero?
And you take 50% damage from the enemy carry, no matter if he pops BKB or not.
That's
So you will always
insane.
win a right-click battle.
That's insane. Like, if you get off your ult, it's hard to lose the fight. That's how I see it. Again, we haven't played the game yet. Just
Yep.
looking through paper, but I feel like this makes Shadow Fiend the winner of this patch, if there is one.
More than Luna?
More than Luna. But Luna got nerfed, right? Like, this is just a straight up buff, and Shadow Fiend's already picked enough. I don't know why you need to buff him more. But
Why not have both?
I guess. I
SF
just think
mid,
that...
SF mid, Luna on the safe lane, and Coddle in the jungle.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, I think the fact that his effects go through BKB is just insane. And let's not forget, this is also a slow through BKB, which is, you know, you just need to right-click people when they're running away.
Someone is pointing out that Shadow Demon's Purge might not work against Summon anymore. That was something that was changed recently. So... But
Yeah,
anyway.
I cannot stress that Shadow Fiend, at least in my opinion, is going to be one of the, like, most pick carries, I think, coming. Which is
Mid
fine.
or carry?
Both. Like, you could run Shadow Fiend safe lane. It's been done before. So.
Okay, good.
Alright, Silencer gives more agility.
A lot more agility.
Is this like Phantom Lancer Part 2?
Okay, here's the thing I like about this change of Silencer. It's like, people are, Silencer is a carry or is it a support? Well, you want to play it like as a carry, you have more agility gain, which is good, because it's attack speed, and you want that in a carry. You want to play him as a support, well, you can pretty much have 100% uptime on Curse of the Silent. If the enemy doesn't dispel it, of course. Because it goes from 14 seconds to 8 seconds at level 4. And assuming somehow you find the mana for it, which, let's be honest, you will find it because you will be around and stealing intelligence will make you very mana full. You can spam Curse of the Silent and be a good support.
I don't know, I feel like this could be a support hero that literally just buys 5 Bracer and just be like, what's up, man? I got strength, I've got agility, I'm stealing int, like I was born to do. Perfect hero.
Pretty
Except
good.
he has no stun. And
He has
so
no
actually
stun.
does nothing. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Skyrim Mage gets... this is actually a pretty big deal because he now outruns a lot of supports. I already think Skyref Mage is already a very pickable hero, but teams don't think so, so...
Okay. Offlane Scarab Mage. You go boot first, you have 325 range, and you have a way to last hit from way, way afar.
Concussive Shot lasted, is that what you're saying?
No, no, no. Your Q.
Or Arcane Bolt, sorry. Arcane Bolt
Arcane
lasted. I don't know.
Like, use 375 with boots. No one will catch you. You're squishy as fuck, yeah.
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit.
Okay. Alright, Bruno. Okay, Sniper.
Same.
This is just a bug fix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Spearbreaker, I don't know much about the hero.
What?
So, Bruno.
I'm the Space Cow Master.
Alright, you're the Space House Master. Tell us about the Space Cow.
Okay, so Space Cow. This is all about his ultimate. His ultimate kind of went from really, really, really good because it couldn't be stopped by anything to being pretty ass because he could be stopped by playing hide and seek behind the tree. Then that got fixed. And the problem right now is that you have to be very close to the hero, which you will be because you are a cow that charges. Does the 400 to 700 range actually changes anything in the early game? Probably not, because you're supposed to charge, attack, attack, nether strike, attack, attack.
Well, no,
If
here's
you're
the thing.
going to initiate with nether strike, then you're already next to the target and the charge is not that effective.
No,
But I guess you could do it that way.
it allows you to ult straight up in lane without charging first, right?
Which changes what?
Like, you get to charge second after you ult as a secondary stun.
But you
Which
can
you
do
can't
it,
tell me
like,
not. It does not matter.
How is that? I mean, the charge is better the farther away you're from the enemy.
I understand that, but I'm saying you're getting a secondary stun if you're ulting first.
Which you already have, because you can charge first and stun and then nether strike.
No. I'm saying you could ult first and then charge after to get the stun. Again.
Yes. But how is that different from charging first and nether striking second?
Because when you charge first and nether strike second, you can't charge again afterwards. I'm saying if you nether strike, you could charge afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Good. I don't see how that makes it better, but good. Like, initiate with nether strike, initiate with charge. Mm, it's the same. If you're close enough, it's the same. If you're further away, I think charge is slightly better because it will stun everything that's in the path, so it will make it sure that you will hit the enemy. As opposed to just like charging from next to the other guy and not hitting anything else because you're next to him anyways and you're gonna stun him.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like this changes nothing.
Okay. Spend more damage.
Ooh,
Just
that
what he
changes
needs.
things.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, 6 base damage. With the Quelling Blade now he can do like 90 damage. That's almost
Cool.
3 levels.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
Templar Assassin. The trap sub ability. Ding 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 ding. We actually wrote about this.
Yeah, we call this.
What a player.
We're like on
Terrorblade
6 now.
nerfed, motherfucker. Except
I-
buff in reflection later on.
What?
Reflection,
wait, what?
the last tick it buffs, but all the previous ticks nerfed, which necessary, I believe.
Yeah. Like
The
5
strength?
seconds super slow.
Yeah,
It's
level
like
1.
so good.
I think it should have been like 1.25, 2.5, or it should have been a lower start, not even 2.5. But hey, whatever. But a lot of people have been saying that if you want to fix Terrorblade, you lower his damage. I guess Ice Frog is just taking a different route, just like I'm gonna make him worse than everything else, but keep his damage. I still think he's like a baby Lycan, perhaps even better than Lycan, because I see him being a better late game hero than Lycan, but we'll see. Not in CM pool, so don't care.
Don't care. We'll see.
This next guy you'll care about.
Okay, you tell us about this.
Considering I've been sitting here just chilling myself out listening to you two talk, yeah. Yeah. But I know Cap feels very strongly about this guy. He's been trying to convince me for the past like 2-3 weeks that Titan should already be inside the meta. But when you add an extra 20% to damage reduction off his Anchor Smash, and beyond that, Anchor Smash will now work on Ancients, Tidehunter becomes so much more viable for the offlane. He was already powerful enough with like the Kraken Shell protecting him, but now he's actually a real option for this offlane. We've been seeing Pudges, Centaurs, a whole bunch of other shit being used on the offlane. Tide now can actually stand on the offlane and not go all demon and hide in the trees.
Yeah, I actually think if you ever get a 1v1 matchup in the offlane, there's very few heroes in the game that could beat you. Like, especially if you're just, in fact, bottle crowing. I think mid is still very viable for the hero. We saw the Chinese actually trying him mid for a bit. I don't know why they stopped, but maybe this is going to get a return. Like 60% damage reduction, especially when it's early game, like you're not lasting at all. So off lane, I think it's a huge boost. I think 500 mid is a very huge boost. In the mid game, I guess you could help your carry doing Ancients, I suppose, with the Anchor Smasher too. But,
I want to ask the testing question though, which really has to be asked of any hero. Is it better than Coddle when
no.
being picked?
Nothing is better than
No.
Cold, so you know that.
In that case, I don't know if I'll pick Tide.
Well, here's the thing though, like, there's only one Coddle in the game, so maybe if they pick Coddle and you don't have a Coddle, like, you know, this is the
Yeah.
next one up.
I get you, man.
Alright, so Tinker, no longer blocked by Ethereal.
This
Alright.
actually makes sense.
Okay.
What?
Crack- What?
Why wasn't it?
No, it's the next hero. It's Tiny.
Okay.
Right.
I can't believe this is actually getting buffed.
Yeah, why is Tiny getting buffed?
It's nerfed at level 1 and 2. Buffed at level 3 and 4.
But Tiny is one of those heroes that gets level 16 so quick anyways.
Yeah.
So I just think it's just straight up buff.
Yep.
Yep, good.
Okay.
So Warlord back in the meta, guys.
Yes! He was picked so much and suddenly disappeared because of the cast point. Now he's back.
Yes. He's back. He has to be back. Now you can run him mid. The cast point actually hurt him so much. So much.
So
Difference between 0 and 0.01 is that at 0.01 you have to stop moving. At 0 you can cast it while moving without stopping.
which for Troll Warlord, one of your other ability being a slow is a huge deal. You want to just get as close as possible and just start beating on people.
Yep.
Like this is so huge. So Troll Warlord, when he was in the meta, mostly it's played in the mid position. I think Sing Sing was the player that played it the most. And imagine he'll be back there as a carry in the off lane. Sorry, in a carry in a safe lane in a 1v1 row against the enemy off lane. That is actually very powerful as well if you want to run offensive trialing. So I think Tro is back. Also, in fact, Tro was picked, I think just recently by Cloud9. Despite having the nerf version. So I think the unnerf version is gonna do a lot more work.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Now this is a long one.
I'm just reading this. This seems ridiculous.
So, short version, you can now snowball and it charges for up to 4 seconds. You can pick up your nearby allies, and the snowball will move faster for each ally that you pick, and will
You
deal
don't
more
pick them
damage.
up, they walk into the snowball, right?
No,
Like
no,
this.
but you can also load
You can
an
actually
ally
grab 'em,
into your
pull 'em in.
snowball within 400 range by right-clicking on them.
What the frick?
Yeah, so it's like, you come with me, you come with me. Hey, guys. It's really good for griefing, I have to say. You just, in the middle of a team fight, you snowball and pick everyone up. And you just charge. I mean, some would call that griefing. Some would call having the team man up.
Right. Whether they like it or not.
Yes. So, up to 200 extra damage when you get all the heroes in it. But, I mean, to be fair, if you have 5 heroes rolling, the 200 extra damage is the least of the enemy concern.
Yeah, I mean, mostly, ideally, or most realistically, you're getting 2 other heroes, right?
Yeah.
3 heroes.
Or 1.
Or 1. I mean, 1 is
One
actually pretty good. 75 movement speed faster. The damage is not really too impressive, but it's just the movement speed.
What's the range on the launch though?
What? Oh, the same as before. Which is... It doesn't say here.
Yeah, it's just like it's missing. I'm wondering if they
It
actually
used to be like
reworked any of that.
1.1k, 1.2k. I'm checking right now. Okay, I searched for Tusker. It's Tusk now. So Tusk Snowball 1250, not so fun. 1250. It's pretty large.
Yeah, the few times I've seen Tusk in pro games, they mostly played it as a support Tusk.
Yeah, and they roll
maxing out
around.
Snowball for one of the game, and then maxing out Sigil in that game. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but hey, we'll see if this hero comes back. I think he's really fun to watch. It's it's sad that he's not being played. Okay, so Undying, a lot of stuff as well, but the big thing is Tombstone Zombie don't give any experience or gold, so forget you axe bristleback and anything else. You can still kill them though. And the Deathless threshold increased by 15% all level. That's pretty big.
Yeah, and also the last one. I think the last one is the most important
And
one.
the play
Down with BKBs!
Yeah.
I mean, BKB, that item, we already are beating that dead horse, but the thing is, the problem with Undying is that 15 minutes into the game, he's useless. He feels useless. By the first 10 minutes, he's a god. Then the 10 to 15 minutes really depends on how much you abuse your god powers in the first 10 minutes. And after 15 minutes, you do nothing. Now, let's remember, Plague Aura, pretty good spell, increases damage to everyone around you by a lot. So it affecting magic immune units means that Undying, as long as he has a kind of good early game, which he probably will have, all he needs to do is get some tanky like Hood or Vanguard or something like that, and he just like stays in team fights and gives 20% more damage to everyone.
I felt like when you said the first 10-minute god, after 15 minutes, literally useless.
Yeah.
I thought you were just describing Western religion throughout history.
Bam! I agree.
I apologize if I insulted anybody. In fact, I just apologize. Any case, Ursa.
This is what people wanted to hear.
Actually, so Rip, getting the bigger AoE is actually a pretty big deal because you do actually get much more heal, or at least much more reliable.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
okay.
but Ursa, okay. You can random Ursa in your pub, buy a Mask of Death, get Fury Swipes, do Roshan level 1. You have to wait like
that actually
25
doesn't work,
seconds.
though. I don't think you actually can tank it even with Mask of Death.
Yeah, you have to take it slow.
You have to
I'm
take
not
it
saying
slow.
that you get
Alright.
very slow. You attack twice, you go outside, you
It's
come
just
back
like-
in.
Are you gonna go Phil Collins on me? Like... Do I win? Do I win a life? I just made a pop culture reference,
Good one, Lumi.
and it was fucking good.
You're learning.
I think I just wanted life after I just attacked Western religion, but you know that's cool.
I am
So
proud.
I know people are going apeshit with this Mask of Madness and Diffusal Blade, but to me it's really just Orb of Venom, right? Like you get it in lane,
Yeah.
you move down, you hunt down people, and you kill more. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good.
Toby?
But yeah, I mean, okay. Because people
Are
are
you
talking
gonna
so
tell me
much
that we're
about
gonna
this.
get Scotty on Ursa now or anything like?
Well, no.
No, the
that's-
chat's telling you that. I don't need to tell you that at all.
Okay.
So okay, super quickly, Lumi and Toby, I'm going to like name all the orb effects that you can get, and you say yes or no. Like, would you build that on Ursa, or
Or
would you
Huskar,
not?
right? Like since we're on that.
Yeah, kind of like that. So Ursa, would you build Desolator on him?
No.
No.
Meh.
Toby's undecided.
Diffusal Blade, would you build Diffusal on Ursa?
Hell yeah.
That seems doable. Questionable, but doable.
Satanic.
I want to say no. I want to say no to Satanic.
Actually, that's not too bad.
That's not that bad.
Cause the Reaver part makes your ult do more damage. You get more tankier. You have the like if you could proc your overcharge and Satanic at the same time. Holy Jesus Christ!
But
The
then,
helm's
but
not
then
bad too.
you're gonna have to start as Helm as opposed to Vladimir's offering. Like,
I mean,
versus
this-
becoming more selfish as it goes.
Who cares?
You can
Who
Who
do
cares
cares
that.
about
about
your team,
selfish?
do you,
No.
Louis?
You're not getting selfish. You're getting Alpha Wolf. Bam, team. More damage plus than the Vlads. Literally
I can
better.
understand that.
Literally better. Actually, if you get the Frost Ogre, like you can Roshan much easier as well. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, what else?
Scabby.
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
Venom before Scotty.
Okay.
Yeah, but luxury item later on.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Am I forgetting any? Sanjan Yasha is not an orb, so I think that's it.
Nope.
Well, good to know.
Seems pretty good
Anyways.
actually. Helm, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Mask of Madness and Helm of Dominator, but those are all live still. And you don't want Mask of Madness on a hero that already has.
Shh, I walked out to
Not-
get water and Shane just like yelled at me, Mask of Madness, Ursa. I'm like, you're...
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Oh,
Anyway.
Shane. Oh, Shane. Alright, so Vengeful
Vengeful Spirit.
I really
love
loved
this
it.
change. This is my
This
favorite
is so
change.
good. This is
This is
so
my
good.
favorite change in the whole patch.
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
agree
my
with
second favorite change.
this. What's your first?
It will come later.
Okay.
When Vengeful Spirit is slain, her killer is inflicted with a
Wait,
negative
wait, wait.
vengeance
Somebody
aura.
said we haven't talked about Mjolnir yet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Mjolnir. Sorry. Wait.
Lightning Bear? Come on!
I like that. Yeah, give me the lightning bear. I mean, I hate the fact that it gives him attack speed because
Guess
it's
you don't need
wasted.
attack speed? Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm so on the Helm and Satanic. Like I think that's the way to go now.
yeah, Satanic is good. Orb of Venom is good. Diffusal is situational, but probably fun.
Okay, so Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah. When Vengeful Spirit is slain, her killer is inflicted with negative vengeance aura, which decreases the damage of her killer and their nearby allies until she revives. Toby, how cool is this?
This is fucking ridiculous, man.
Like
This-
it
you-
fits
you're
the whole
gonna-
flavor, right?
You're gonna hit late game and actually want the VS to die. This is when you go for the Melkor board as a legitimate strat.
The tactical feed. Toby.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Literally
exactly
the
tactical
tactical
feed.
feed.
But now
Well,
we're
think
gonna have
about
like
Vengeful.
fucking tactical feed where you're gonna have like Kunkka throwing his shit out, you're gonna have Abbott on the front lines, Cuddle healing everyone up, and Vengeful Spirit's gonna have it permanently not doing any DPS to anybody. And then Omni Knight will come through and just say fuck you all to hell.
Bam.
What
Yeah,
the
for winning lineup.
hell is this change?
Okay, I'm gonna be the naysayer first, okay?
Okay.
So if you get boned by towers, well, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay? So if you're running into a team to perform a so-called melt tactical feed, what's really gonna happen is you're gonna get hit by the enemy carry till you're like 10% health, and the Crystal Maiden's gonna Nova you. and then she dies because she's a Crystal Maiden. So
But
you're
that's
good-
fine. You gave
hang
the
on.
kill to the Crystal Maiden instead of the carry. You're still
is this-
winning.
Is this
Are you
actually
really
first
winning
level?
when you lose 30% damage on your team for a Crystal Maiden?
I mean,
No, you're not winning.
you're trading support for support.
One support gives 36% literal alpha wolf, except better.
I got nothing. But hey, if the carry is greedy and kills her anyway, that guy is out of the team fight.
Yeah, no, it's actually still very good because the unless team gets really like really good about this, I don't think when when a Venge swaps somebody in, you're gonna be like, oh shit, we can't kill the Venge. I think you should go like, yeah, we kill the Venge and we kill the shit out of it, and then we move on from that. But yeah, now it's actually pretty tough.
Okay, this is realistically what will happen. Venge swaps. You kill the Venge. You quickly evaluate, but more often than not, you will be like, okay, let's back away until we can figure out who has the debuff or move that person away and re-engage. You won't be able to be like full YOLO, oh, we kill the Venge and go without thinking, because the let's not think and just attack situation is going to be bad.
Yes. Also, you gotta keep in mind that this will change the way that she's leveled. If you want to play a minus armor strat, then you give this up, right? Because you want to max your minus armor. Ideally, I think you even max this before Magic Missile. We might see the return of the old Magic Missile build where you just get 1 or 2 points to that, maybe 1 point how, and then you just max the aura because it seems that good. At the same time, if you use this a lot, you gotta keep in mind that this is only for the duration that until she revives. So if she stays very low level, it's not gonna affect much.
Okay.
It's a late game changer, not an early game at all, and only mildly in the mid.
At the same time, though, like let's say if a support dies, what is it? Let's just say randomly it's a 20-second respawn time. I think 20 seconds is still enough, right, for a team fight.
20
So
seconds is level
regardless,
5.
what's that?
20 seconds is level 5.
Well, it also depends on game time, right?
No,
It doesn't. I thought the longer the game goes on, the longer.
no,
your
that's
respawn
the
time is.
goal.
Oh, that's the goal. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if she's level 8 or 9, which is generally where you want to be with a max aura,
That's like
And
35 seconds.
that's
30.
already enough to I guess give a huge edge in a fight.
Yeah. Also, this is like kind of weird and just like not so useful. But if for some reason the Vengeful Spirit gets the Aegis, if she dies, the person that kills gets the negative aura for the 5 seconds she's dead.
Does that actually work like that?
It should.
Holy
It
shit, if it
shouldn't,
does.
because it doesn't counter as a death.
Well, it should because you see like in the respawn thing, you see like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 counter like on the top thing. When you're
Yeah,
gonna
at the
leave
same
it.
time,
is
you
it
don't
me-
get,
is it
like, kill streak
mechanically
goals
actually
or-
taking her as dead.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, for example, if you track a hero and they come back with Aegis, you don't get the gold. Or
True.
you don't get int if you're a silencer, you don't get strength if you're punch, so I don't think
It
so.
should work that way though. It will be cool.
Yeah, I actually think this is pretty interesting to kind of have a coffee and a conversation with your buddies about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Cool.
do you think this is actually better on carry Venge or support Venge?
Support
I don't
them.
think in any situation you're going to be sitting there going, our carry Venge just died, but don't worry, they have negative damage.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I guess it's more of a support Venge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Visage gets nerfed. No surprises
chill.
there.
I like
he's,
that.
he's still good. It doesn't make much difference. You're not going to be popping off like 2 different grave chills at the very, very start trying to look for a gank.
Oh, that's true. It's like a very small change. But if for whatever reason you want to put 1 point in your passive, and you want to max all assumption, that will mean that Grave Chill will be level 1 until level 8.
Okay, real fast. Going back to the Venge. Sorry.
Yeah,
somebody want us to talk about the 900 AoE, which I think is actually a talking point. Like, for example, if you're the Crystal Maiden, if you kill the Venge, you just leave
You
the
just
fight.
run away.
You just leave the fight.
Yeah.
But if you're carry, for example, you know, if you're the Sven, for example, and you kill the Venge, then things get hairier. So, I mean, there is quote-unquote counters to this, but just want to point it out. It's based on the AoE. I don't know
Yeah.
if your creep kills it. I don't know if your creep is providing the AoE now. Or if your tower kill it, is your tower making like a...
I would actually ask the question, what would happen if Roshan kills him?
The Roshan just have a Vengeful Spirit AoE? Like, everybody gets minus. I don't know.
No.
He just nerfs himself.
Testing time. Later.
Hey, does that mean too, like a centaur just sits in the jungle, neutrals? Wait, that doesn't work. What the hell is he gonna be nerfing out?
Okay,
All of
people are
his
saying, are
friends
we
in the
wrong?
jungle?
His friend
Is it
Centaur.
900 AoE in that area, or is it 900 AoE around the killer?
No, around the killer.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know what the chat is trolling me about.
It's around the killer. So if the killer walks...
Which means if you try and push directly after killing the VS, you're still gonna hold on to that aura.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will push slower. Okay, Warlock. Shadow War duration increased. Cool. Upheaval cooldown reduced from 50 to 38. Toby. Not to put you on the spot, like, I'm not expecting you to be right because I
Wait,
failed
what?
really bad in this question and everyone fails bad in this question. Like, ballpark. What's upheaval range? Ballpark.
Ballpark?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add in a fucked if I know.
Just throw
Just
a
guess.
number.
An upheaval range?
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm on fucking one of those.
You're stalling for the Twitch chat to tell you, Toby. Come on, give me an answer now.
Well, 1,000?
It's 1.2 thousand.
That's
Oh,
really good.
nice.
That's really good.
But that was a really good ballpark, so good for you. The thing is
I
that...
see 1.3 in the chat and 500. Damn it.
No, it's 1200. And it's 700 range, so you have... sorry, math failing. 1900 potential range. 1900 range on upheaval. It's a surprisingly good spell that kind of like Midnight Pulse.
Holy shit, my cat just pressed the button and now I no longer hear you guys. What the fuck's going on?
Munchkin, come. He's drinking your water.
Am I dead?
Okay, whatever you guys just said, my cat pressed a button and you guys are no longer heard. But now you are heard again.
Okay, no, I was saying that 1900 potential range, because you have 1200 plus 700 range, 1200 cast range, and 700 AoE. The spell is really good. Every time it gets buffed, it's like Icebro saying, hey guys, Warlock is really good, Upheaval is really good. Now go play a pub and use Upheaval. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, Wind Ranger.
Cool. Yeah. Toby, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay,
here.
cool. Yeah,
But
sure.
we are definitely at a point right now where reading is becoming a bit of a problem.
Yeah. So Wind Round now disjoints incoming attack projectiles. It used to be that the projectiles that were shot at you were not dodged. This is actually nice.
Cool.
And Aghanim Scepter is actually better, so Wind Ranger, which was probably the second worst Axe Scepter in the game, behind Puck, now actually is good.
OD is pretty bad too.
But you can
Yeah,
actually
these
run
people.
a proper DPS Wind Ranger with this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
Scepter is actually quite good on here, but you know.
I mean, if you're having the need for some extra DPS, like you're not going to play carry Wind Ranger. But
I
if
don't
you're
know,
in need
Danny
of
might
playing
be
Wind
happy
Ranger,
with this. He'll get himself like a Daedalus with an Aghanim Scepter and just go to town on someone.
yeah. It's good. I like it. We'll
Last
see
three
more
heroes. Last three heroes. Which
Last
doctor?
3 heroes. Yeah, Witch Doctor. Maledict cooldown reduced. No one skills Maledict, it seems. It's like people either max casks at one point in Voodoo Restoration and max stats, or just go 404.
People started using Malediction again recently, but there was a time like when it got buffed up, like the range was increased and the area of effect I believe was also increased. So Malediction was starting to be used a lot more. I think now with like 20 seconds, you may just think, you know, I may as well just give it a shot and cast it. because I'll have another chance in 20 seconds as opposed to waiting 35 seconds, by which point all fights are over.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very rare still to be able to cast it twice in a team fight. But again, it's one of those spells that have a lot of like, once you cast it, it lasts what, 9 seconds or 12 seconds, something like that. So you can have an uptime of almost 50%. So yeah, I mean, it's a good spell.
Yeah, I just feel
Good
like
spell.
with so many blink daggers running around and cold snap being
12 seconds.
very easy way to cancel Witch Doctor's ult, it's just really hard to get Witch Doctor going. Unless you have like a really nice draft. I think Witch Doctor and Void is one of the combos that we see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see if he's gonna come back. I
By
don't
the
think-
way, the Death Ward based attack time improvement equates to about 12% increase in DPS,
which is actually a big deal.
which is a big deal.
Okay, Rave King, base armor reduced by 1, literally taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, Red King is gone. GG. Dead King. Oh wait, he came back. Resurrection. Because Mortal Strike damage ratio was increased. And now he has the same ratio as Chaos Knight. But that's like an unfair comparison because Chaos Knight has illusions and Reality Rift.
It
So-
still just destroys the aggro tri-lane when you remove his base armor of 1. Because you're
It
not
makes
going
it
to want to
harder.
put him up in that kind of peril. It's like trying to protect him like a Luna, but why not pick Luna?
Yeah, and he's melee, so...
Yeah, I actually think he lost a lot more than he gained if you
Yeah.
compare the buff to the nerf. So
Yeah.
I think the armor is what he wants. All right, last hero, Zeus.
Zeus. And here comes my favorite change of the patch log.
Cause we
Not
wrote
the
this
outlining
one.
cast point, which is good, but our 6th, 7th ding 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 of the patch, which is Lightning Bolt can now be cast on ground, affecting the closest enemy hero in a 250 range. What this means is, that you think there's a Riki around you? Just cast on the ground, see the Riki. Oh, that bounty hunter went in beast on you? Just throw it in this general direction and you might hit him, and if you don't, you still reveal it. There's like a ward, and you want to do ward, just throw that lightning bolt into the ground, see the ward, attack it, and kill it.
So as long as you have mana, you basically have a walking gem on Zeus.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I think this matters a lot.
Yeah, I don't think the whole detecting invis hero was always an issue because you could always use your ultimate. If you really needed a detection for your team, for example, you could use your ultimate and it'll reveal the invisible hero. I think now support Zeus may be viable with the whole D ward. At the same time, like if you want to just walk down the river and kill a ward by yourself, you don't have the attack speed or damage to lightning bolt the ground, find the ward, and kill it. So you probably need to stand there like an idiot and bolt like 2 to 3 times, which you might just be dead.
Okay, so here's the thing. You don't need to lightning bolt and kill a ward. You just need to have a sentry and, okay, a lightning bolt,
To
there's
check?
no ward here, no point for me to put a sentry.
Okay, fair enough.
So, there's that. And also, like, the whole utility of being able to reveal invisible units that are around you. Oh, Nyx is missing. Might as well throw a lightning bolt. It's a bottle charge.
Sure.
Make sure he's not around.
Yeah,
I think
fair
it's
enough.
very good utility.
Do you think that it should be slightly changed though? Like you got lightning bolt that will affect enemy hero. Like instead of actually like jumping to an enemy unit, like if you had a creep wave there or something like that, it's actually going to find a hero no matter what.
I think it's actually it's better this way. Like if you make it that it can actually go jump to a creep when there's a hero nearby, you'll probably want to cast it on a hero most of the times.
Okay,
and if you want to
so-
cast it on a creep, you can still like click on the creep and cast it.
Okay, there's a huge argument between the viewers saying you could only target heroes now with the new lightning bolt, so it doesn't
no.
detect ward.
No. You can cast it on everything that you could cast it before, plus you can cast it on the ground. So it's
Right.
like Earth Spike for Lion. You can click on a hero, you can click on a creep, you can click on the
So
ground.
my question is, if you're casting in the river, there's nobody nearby,
Yes.
you still get the lightning bolt.
Yes.
It just doesn't affect enemy unit, but it still provides what other stuff like lightning bolt provides, which is
Yes.
flying vision and true sight.
Yes.
Making sure out there for people that are
So
struggling.
basically, before Valve released techies before TI4, they bring in Zeus as the counter to him.
Yes,
That
you could
will
say
be
that.
in a certain universe that will happen.
Fuck you, Alf.
Hey, your cat jumped dead.
So well, that's it for heroes and items. Is not that long, so
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
a lot
lose the
shorter.
mid lane less hard when your career
Yeah.
gets skilled.
I mean that's the thing, right? You get like first blood and career dead, and it's GG. You lose your bottle before it gets to you, it's GG. Well, now it's just a G, not the other G.
Okay, Bloodstone buff. Great.
Plus 100 HP heal, good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity buff.
Clarity.
Cool.
Mostly, yeah, buff to roaming supports and offlaners. It's still the same amount per second, it just lasts 10 more seconds.
So by the way, the cats drank from my cup, and I forgot that, and now I drank from the same cup. So if I die, I'm gonna just keep drinking from the cup now because I already drank, right? Is that good?
No.
That's not good.
Cat water, cat water, cat drinker, cat water delicious. You get the
Alright.
rabies now.
Somebody tell me that was all caught on camera and there's a gif of it.
There's no, it's off camera, unfortunately.
What a shame.
Okay, Yule Scepter.
Ding
Aggressive
ding ding, and
item
this is the
now.
last ding, and we round up at 8. We said this for a rod of 8 tilts. We have it for Yule Scepter. It deals 50 damage to units when they land, meaning they can't blink.
No, cat,
When you
don't
cycle.
go.
No cat, don't go.
My cat
And you can
just left.
cyclone yourself or you're magic immune, so well, one good thing for BKB, I guess. But yeah, the not being able to blink from Cyclone is pretty cool. I mean, if you can... Okay, bonus style, points. If you can last hit with Cyclone, send a screenshot.
That's
Kill
actually
stealing
pretty
with
good.
Cyclone.
Holy shit.
Next
is,
best
it,
thing.
is it pure damage? Is it magical damage? You know, like
It's
we gotta...
magical damage.
It's magical. Holy shit, it's actually not doing anything.
Yeah.
Alright. So you issued a challenge, like, kill with Yule Scepter. I want you
Kill
to
with
kill...
Yule Scepter.
No, no, no,
Send
no,
a
no. Here's a
screenshot.
real
That's
challenge. I
from
want
Bruno.
you to kill Huskar
No, that's
with Yule
impossible.
Scepter.
That can't happen.
Holy fuck! Is that even possible? I think that's possible.
If he is on one life point and you and cycloned up, could you kill him?
I think you can.
Hang
Uh,
on. How much regeneration is going to kick in? Like,
Yeah,
can you
that
regenerate at
you
all when
regen
you're
while
in
you're in
Yule's?
Cyclone?
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you?
I don't know.
Does anybody know if we actually
Okay,
regen with Yule
if you do regen under that, then
I
you
say
just
it's
need to pick Necrophos. Like, counter that regen, yo.
But then the Necrophos kill him instead of your...
No, you gotta time it correctly where Yule's killed him. Difficulty Asian, yo. Let's do this.
Wait, but
Anyways.
if you're in Yule Scepter, then technically there should be no effect of...
I don't fucking know.
Because Yule's is meant to make you immune when you're up in the air.
Yeah, true.
So technically, there would be no Death Pact aura.
Some people are saying...
No, the
Some
chat
people
right
say
now is
no,
just
you
saying
don't. Some people
going
say
crazy.
yes.
No,
The
some
chat is
people are
like,
saying-
yes, no, maybe, I
Yes,
don't
no,
know.
more or less. No, but like this I like because this was from Twitter. People are saying, Yule Scepter core on Venomancer. You poison Nova, you cast it with Cyclone. Bam.
Why don't you just last hit with your ward?
Because... no, that's
Because
not
the
cool.
ward doesn't cost 3k gold. Holy shit. I just got your food, Bruno. Somebody went out there and stole your food from me.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can get my food. It's pretty good.
Thank you. Do you want half of this?
I'm gonna eat all.
I need to watch my figure because I have a Kato cosplay coming out. I'm just kidding.
Should we just eat
Ha-
one
ha-
first and then if you don't want to eat
I have-
No, I'll eat
Are we
this.
sleeping soon?
I don't know. Are we sleeping soon?
I'm like tired, but I'm very awake. But tired.
It's okay. I'll get you more tire later. Anyways, Manta style.
Yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
if I understand this correctly, you could hex you could queue up hex, and then the person could manta, and then you don't get hex anymore, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's how it is right now. Like, it used to be that if you target an attack or cast spell, it doesn't matter if you Manta style or like the same with Phantasm or Mirror Image, the hero will know which one is the true one. Now you never know which one is the true one. which is cool. It's how it should behave.
Cool.
So more of a bug fix, I would say.
I think that should be done for all of the illusion creation, like not.
That's what it says. Go to the
Yes.
question mark.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm eating now, so go ahead.
Mjolnir then. Chain lightning, 10 less damage. Oh no. Static shock is now centered around the unit with the static charge around the attacker, which is why we used to see static charge proccing from way far away. It was because it will deal the damage 900 in AoE from the attacker, which might be like maybe 600 away from the guy with the static shock. So you get a really long range. So this is a bug fix. Fixed chain lightning not functioning properly when it procs while a previous proc is still bouncing. This is mostly a buff to Ember Spirit, surprisingly so. The way it works is while there was a chain lightning popping, you couldn't proc a new one. Now you can have 2 chain lightning jumping at the same time or more, meaning that if you get a Maelstrom or a Mjolnir, actually Mjolnir, when
Sleight of Fist is able to actually have multiple chain lightnings bounce out.
Which is cool. But yeah, Necro Nerves, Toby, read them for me, please.
Necronomicon Warriors movement speed rescaled, base 350 as opposed to max 390.
Yeah.
Necromonicon units XP bounty increase as well from 59 to 100, 150.
Necromonicon?
Oh wait, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Increased to like max 200.
So yeah, lots of XP now, much more than before. I really like the movement speed change. I don't like that at level 1 it makes it better, because like some heroes, especially supports, when you go mass necrobuilds, they only get the necro 1 because they're supports and they can't get more money. So giving them something stronger.
There's few like support heroes these days that would actually like build the necro 1 though. Like, most carries are even just skipping Necro 1 and going either directly into Necro 3 or Necro 2 for, like, when they're already 500 gold in Necro 3. So it just means that if you're going to be a support hero, you wait until maybe you get lucky and get 2-3 kills in a row or a whole bunch of towers go down, and then you say, now I'll buy my Necro 2. It's just skipping the level 1.
Yeah, no, but even if you stay with level 1, it's better now than it used to be like the old level 1, so... that's good. If you're level 3, it's going to be slower. I think it makes a huge difference because one of the things about the Necro Warrior is that he's so, like, on top of you all the time. Gives the move speed aura, he's just chasing you. Like, if you can somehow get away from him, it gives you a way to deal with the Necro without having to kill him, which means 600 pure damage. And yeah, I mean, 40 less movement speed will matter if you're just trying to run away from Necro.
I don't see it making that big a difference because with the changing up in support heroes now, like heroes like Keeper of the Light are always going to buy necro units in the future. Like, it's going to make little to no difference, really. Like, it's obviously a change in necro, which is nice if you start feeding them, but it may just make people a little bit more defensive with the necro units.
Yeah, I agree with that. So almost there. Observer and sentries, now you have to control-click your allies to give them to someone.
Yes, finally! No more wards inside the base saying, can we please remake the game because something went wrong.
Yeah.
The wards can only be placed in the fountain area. Now, does this now mean that grief warding can't happen?
You know, I'm kind of...
What's the range on that?
Like,
it'll only be in the fountain. You can do it around your throat.
The thing is that does that also apply for like own heroes, like my own fountain? Can I put a ward in my own fountain?
It's meant to stop the shitboard placement which keeps happening where you accidentally send it to someone. But then again, that already works with the control key.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, so if this is about preventing fountain farming, let's say like just I put a sentry and just try to fountain farm you, then. Well, you should be able to
just do it slightly out of range. You won't be able to see inside, but you just do it from slightly out of range.
You know what this actually changes? It's like, who used to do that? Koikva, I think, used to do that when he played Furion. That he just TP'd to base and put a ward just to see when the courier is going to
Yeah, but he put the water a little bit further up. It wasn't inside the fountain, and it wasn't in the true side of the ancient area. So it was still in a position where you could still do such a thing and leave the observer ward behind.
Okay, so then if it doesn't change that, it's only about not accidentally misplacing wards at the beginning of the game. Which, nothing. It's a quality of life change.
As long as the area of effect, which I believe it is, which would be the protection area, like the area where a courier can't die in the fountain, would I assume be the same boundaries for the observers and sentry wards.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna allow you guys to
assumption.
keep on talking about this, but I'm absolutely appalled that you guys are not talking about the possibility of fountain camping an invisible hero. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? I'm gonna need to buy sentry and put it in their fountain.
He said that, Lumi. He said that, and you failed to listen.
Good job, Bruno. I'm gonna go back to eating.
But the thing is that depending if it says like fountain area and it really means like fountain area really inside, then if you put a ward there, the fountain would destroy it anyways.
Yeah, you can still plant a sentry between the fountain area as well as the fortress and still have it not be instantly dewarded.
Right. So yeah, that's
should be an area.
Anyways, Pipe of Insight. Health regen decrease, but it also gives 4 health regen to nearby allies. So it's actually increased by 1, and everyone gets 4 health regeneration. Now hear me out, Toby. You get a Keeper of the Light.
I knew you were gonna go there. I so knew you were gonna go there.
You buy a mech, a pipe, and a headdress, and you have like literally a million health regen to everyone.
Because they stack too now, don't they?
Yeah. Keeper of the Light, man.
He is gonna be the new guy, man. You could build him as like you used to do with the old Visages.
Yeah.
Like, which was running at mid-solo, and then you came out with the mech, with the hood, and then you get something like a Radiance, because you know you couldn't die. Yeah. Wouldn't it be amazing if the Spirit form actually held the effect of the Radiance as well?
682. Write it down.
Yeah. If only that was possible.
If only, Toby, but we can only dream. Rod of Atos, cripple ability cooldown from 12 to 10, again. Like a lot of uptime, pretty good. Still doesn't do damage.
It's just trying to make the item worth the amount of money you spend, and now he's probably still going to be the only person who believes in it.
I don't know, AUI, maybe he wins TI4 with this item.
Maybe.
I want to believe. Scythe of Vice, Hex units base movement speed increased from 100 to 140, which is 50% more, 40% more actually. But does it change anything, do you think? You're still super slow.
Yeah, you're still really slow, but it's like you get a rather expensive control item like Scythe of Vice, and now like on heroes like Bristleback, you don't take away his passive anymore, even though that's not really that much of a change, as far as like changing the meta at all. But you're still giving extra 40 movement speed to these units which you're hexing up. Yeah, it may not seem like much, but it may just be enough to get you out.
Okay, so I actually want to start a discussion, which I'm sure neither of you guys want to participate, but here's the question. Would you still buy Hex if it just turns you to pick? And it doesn't stop your movement speed. Like, you get whatever you used to have, excuse me. Would you still buy it? The ability to instantly initiate to go through BKB, like prevent BKB, excuse me. You won't buy Hex.
Wait. You mean like it turns you into a pig. You can't attack, you can't cast.
You can't attack, you can't cast, you're in a pick, the same Hex. But instead of taking your basement movement speed down to 100, you just have whatever you have. Like I'm saying, would you buy the Hex effect?
In most heroes, yes. Like if my hero has a way of actually slowing or chasing or something, yes. If I'm like a Necrophos, no.
Like I would draft a Lion or a Shadow Shaman instead, and use them, and then just get heroes like Doombringer, which can give me my silence. I'm searching for a disruptor, and then just get the true hit or some kind of bash lockdown instead. Like, because the whole thing about Scythe of Vice is you make it so they can't do anything and they really can't move away from you. and now you want to remove that movement speed so they can actually run from you. If I don't have a follow-up level of control after that, then no.
But here's the thing, though. I think what Bruno's saying is on certain heroes, you still get it. Toby is saying, I'm not getting it on any hero. I'd rather just pick my Lion and Shadow Shaman, right? That's kind of your point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I basically, there's heroes that could replace the effect you would get and not have to spend the money.
Sure, I think those are very fair points, both of them. So I actually think Scythe, even if you have it really bad, you could still have it bought from time to time, and it will still be good. I'm more with the Bruno with how situational is good. So if we want, then that was a very extreme case. So I think the whole 40 movement speed, scaling it back right now, it's negligible. I don't think it actually matters, to be honest.
Agreed.
I was asking myself, would I buy Hex if it's half speed? I would say yes. And then I just went to say, would I buy Hex at full speed? I'll still buy Hex on certain cases. So I don't think this matters at all. That's just me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shall I?
So, Amulet, Fade no longer requires the target to remain stationary.
So you can fade while moving, is that it?
Yeah, so you can like fade the moving target, and as long as he stops moving by the time the invis goes, he can keep walking in the meantime, or just like cast shit or whatever.
Okay.
Same applies, of course, to yourself. So, trying to make the Shadow Amulet good. I don't know, like if there's a point in trying like to make an item that's part of another item good. You know what I mean? Because if you're making Shadow Amulet, you're going Shadow Blade. I don't see any scenario where you build Shadow Amulet and like, nope, that's good. I don't need a Shadow Blade, right? It's like trying to buff Oblivion stuff. Like, who cares about what Oblivion stuff does?
I'm not sure whether it was Dota poop, but apparently you could Shadow Amulet in the Roshan, wait for them to almost kill it. And come on, steal Rosh.
Yeah, like with two people, and then both of them died.
Because of the slam damage or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Alright,
no.
Shadow Blade gets a buff, more for Kunkka.
Why is it worded Shadow Walk duration increased from 12 to 14?
Wait, what's wrong with it?
It's only a weird thing, but when you read it that way, it's like, well, you can walk for 12 to 14 seconds, but at all other times the counter doesn't tick. That's just like I don't know if it's grammatically written that way, meant to be on purpose.
Shadow Walk duration increased from 12 to 14. What's wrong about it?
If it's just like the ability name was just called Shadow Walk.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
It used to be Ghost Walk, but it's Blizzard or something, so Shadow Walk.
Yeah. It just fucked with my brain as far as grammar goes, and thought of the ability, like if Shadow Blade would work, where you could stand still and it wouldn't actually count to your invis counter going down. Like Shadow Amulet.
No.
Definitely works now.
Okay, so the last thing is, what do you call this one,
Yes,
Bruno?
chat thinks I'm a retard! Fuck you.
Yeah, this one is
The quality of life buff?
quality of life buff. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I call it. Essentially, you won't cancel the TP by accidentally right-clicking or issuing another order. You have to, if you set this option, you actually have to press H or whatever you use as hold command to cancel the TP. Which, quality of life.
Great, and we're now officially done. How
Yeah,
long did
okay.
that take?
About 3 hours as usual. Toby, do you like this patch?
I don't mind it. I really want to see what happens with Earthshaker. And I really want to see if Coddle is being banned in the first 2 in every single game now. That's all I'm really putting down to this one. Everything else is up to the teams to be unique and different. Also, shout out to the chat. I'm happy to make you think I'm a moron. Keeping my reputation working.
Yeah, I think the Earthshaker thing, I think it literally breaks the game with the 2 safe lane. Again, I'm being ultra paranoid. I really love the event change. That's kind of like my waiting point to see how teams play and use her. I think Shadow Fiend is the go-to carry. I don't want to say he's the same power pick level as like Lycan or Invoker, but I think he's pretty high up there. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I want to see more Lich and Tree. And yeah, Keeper. Like, Keeper is like a do-it-all, right? Like, he's a support, so you don't need to put farm on him, but he steals farm, because, you know, he's quote-unquote defending the tower. And then he becomes, like, literal Gandalf.
It's the new combination. Fnatic are going to be running around with Coddle and Meepo, just killing everything. That'd be wonderful.
Now I'm
Spectacular
actually
magic
happy that I actually get to cosplay a Keeper, because Keeper used to be such a boring hero.
Why
We
do you
need-
think? Why do you think it was buffed, Lumi?
Ah, I see where you're getting. Thank you.
I
Bruno.
mean, think about this, right? Dream League, day, night, path, and all the theme. Casually, coincidentally, Keeper of the Light gets the day upgrade to Night Stalker's night. And it gets buffed. Coincidence? I think not, Lumi. I think not.
Literally Illuminati. That also fits with Illuminate Keeper. Holy fuck, boys.
Bam. Okay, I have nothing else to say. You just like close that perfectly.
Alright, just a big thanks to Bruno as well as Toby for joining us on this 3-hour lovely Patchlog reading feast. Of course, you can follow Toby at Toby1 Doda.
Correct.
Got him! And then Stats Man Bruno, don't forget the S in the middle for Bruno Carlucci. And of course, you can follow me at LuminousInverse. I really want to thank the viewer that's watching now. And of course, if you cannot watch the full duration of that but wish to do so, it will be on my YouTube channel. youtube.com/LuminousInverse is where it's going to be. And that is it, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, for Toby, Bruno, I am Luminous, and we are signing off. GG.
Bye bye.
Be noobs forever!